He's recently had a bit to say on the set of Mission Impossible 7, I think. So, yeah, firstly, full marks to Tom for getting to number 7 of Mission Impossible. Plenty of movies there I've got to watch, obviously. But I think it's fair to say he lost his temper, or he spoke intemperately to certain members of the crew about COVID safety restrictions and rules, with a raised voice, shouting at them about how he didn't want to see two individuals standing too close to each other, so on and so forth. Now, obviously this is being shared on the internet a lot, and people are having a bit of a laugh at it. Some people are saying, it's very good that he said it. He's taking the issue seriously. I've listened to the audio a couple of times, and I suppose what strikes me is that he's actually obviously quite worried, and he's under pressure. Because apart from his acting role in that movie, he's obviously carrying a lot of business risk as well. He's having to speak to financiers, insurance companies, other studios and other commercial associates to keep the production running, and to make his business associates comfortable that it's all going to be fine in terms of operating during the COVID-19 pandemic. So he's actually under quite a lot of pressure. So as amusing as some people may find it, it's actually a bit of a window into what his role is. And it's not just as an actor. He's obviously carrying a lot of business risk, and potentially personal financial risk, and that's why he was pretty upset. And he made that clear in what he was saying. He feels a high level of responsibility. So to that extent, I applaud him. He's being quite open and upfront. Obviously, he was shouting and swearing to some degree, which is unfortunate. But in the modern world, that's not out of the ordinary, I think it's fair to say. So I thought it was it's worth listening to from the point of view of getting a sense of what his role is, what his real role in the film is, and how it's affecting the industry around him, in affecting the broader movie industry, I suppose. It's somewhat different to, say, the Christian Bale episode, where Christian was, I think it's fair to say, somewhat upset with the director of photography stepping onto the scene and taking light readings whilst he was trying to deliver his best performance. There is actually quite a very good musical remix of Christian Bale's monologue. I think it's fair to say. Well, mainly monologue. There was a bit of dialogue there when he's asking the chap questions at the top of his voice. But so have a listen to the Christian Bale episode for comparison. Listen to the Christian Bale remix. That's good value. But the Tom Cruise monologue, his was a natural monologue, I think it's fair to say. That, for 2.5 minutes, that does have a bit more to say, because he reveals some of the pressures he's under and the industry's under, and that gives you colour and context, actually, which is quite interesting. So well worth a listen.